The Smart School Class 5 Science Video Lesson 1. We shall start from chapter number 1, Skeleton and Bones. The topic of study is the human skeleton. Page numbers 1 to 3 will be studied in this lesson. Time duration will be about 10 minutes. The resources required for this lesson are Smart Science 5 textbook, notebook, and pencils. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe the functions of bones and cartilage. Name the largest and the smallest bone in the human skeleton. Identify the types of joints in human skeleton and enlist 5 major functions of human skeleton. Time for some skeleton trivia. Did you know that babies have about 300 bones in their skeletons? At the time when we are born, we have much higher number of bones in our body as compared to when we are adults. The reason is that as we grow, the bones in the body join together. An adult skeleton has only 206 bones. Did you know our skeleton comprises of 30 to 40% of our body weight? Functions of bones. Bones support our body and allow us to move. Did you ever consider what would happen if we have no bones in our body? We will look like this. There will be no skeleton to support us. We will not be able to sit or stand. Bones produce blood cells and store important minerals such as calcium. Functions of cartilage. What is cartilage? Cartilage is actually the soft material present in our nose and our ears. Our nose and ears are made of a flexible substance called as cartilage. Here is a picture of our nose. This is the hard part of the nose, which is called nasal bone. The outer softer part of the bone is called cartilage. Cartilage connects the bones together. See here, two bones are being connected, and in between these two bones you can see the presence of cartilage. And what cartilage does is that it prevents bone damage. When bones connect each other, if there is no cartilage, they will undergo abrasion. That means they will be damaged, and this is prevented with the help of cartilage. Bones in the skeleton. The largest bone in the body is femur. It joins hip bone to the knees. The bones in the red here in the both legs are femur. They join the hip bones to the knees. Our hands have 26 bones each. The smallest bone in the body is stapes. It is found inside the ear. Here you can see the middle of the ear. There are 3 tiny bones located. The tiniest of these 3 is this one, which is called as stapes. Types of joints in the skeleton. The place where two bones meet is called a joint. Some of the types of the joint are fixed joints. Fixed joints are when the joints do not move. For example, the joints in the skull, or the joints in the jaw, or the joints present in the foot. Another type of joint is hinge joint. Hinge joint is when a joint moves in only one direction, as seen in the case of this elbow joint, where it can only move up and down. It cannot move sideways. This is another type of joint called as ball and socket joint. It moves not only right and left, but it also moves up and down, as being shown in this animation. Here it can rotate on 360 degrees. Time for a quick quiz. Where do we find the smallest bone in the skeleton? Is it in the ear, the leg, or the hand? The correct answer is ear. Functions of human skeleton. The first function of human skeleton is support. The skeleton provides the framework that supports the body and maintains its shape. If we do not have a skeleton, we will not have any shape. We shall just be a mass of muscles and skin. All of our body movements are possible due to the movement of joints. The joints allow movement to the bones, and that is how we move. Some joints move in all directions. They are called ball and socket joints, as we have seen in the case of shoulder joints. Muscles, bones, and joints provide the principal mechanics for movement. Mechanics means to move, and the movement is possible due to the joints, bones, and muscles of the body. All of this is coordinated by the nervous system, which comprises of the brain and the spinal cord. Protection is another function of human skeleton. Skull protects the brain, the eyes, and middle and inner ears. Here you can see skull, and it is cut in a section from which you can see the brain and the eyes, and here the ears, which are protected by this skull. The vertebra protect the spinal cord. This is the vertebral column, and inside it this yellow line shows the spinal cord. This vertebral column is protecting the spinal cord. Other internal organs such as the heart, the lungs, and the liver are protected by rib cage and the sternum. These bones are called as rib cage, and this central bone is called as sternum or the chest bone. Blood cell production is another function of the human bones. Red blood cells and white blood cells are produced in the bone marrow of some bones. Storage. Bones store calcium, and bone marrow present inside the bones can store iron. Time for another quick quiz. Spinal cord is protected by A. Vertebral column, B. Femur, or C. Skull. The correct answer is vertebral column. We shall now summarize what we have studied so far in this lesson. Human skeleton is made of bones and cartilage. Bones provide support to the body, and cartilage prevent bone damage. The largest bone in the human skeleton is femur, and the smallest one is stapes. Joints are formed where bones meet. They may be fixed joints, hinge joints, or ball and socket joints. Fixed joints do not move. Hinge joints move in only one direction, whereas ball and socket joints move freely in all directions. Major functions of skeleton are support, movement, protection of internal organs, blood cells production, and storage of important minerals for further use. Your home task is to read pages 1 to 3 of the textbook. You will attempt exercise question E given on page 8 of the textbook as shown in this picture, and you will attempt this on your notebooks. Good luck.